So as you saw, today I want to review this. This is the Parker Aster matte red color and this is the gold trim variant. So it just comes in this sort of paper sleeve, and then there is another sliding sleeve over here, and then that gives you the Parker Aster card. It says some codes etc., and then comes your pen in a plastic bag. So this is your pen and it feels pretty good in hand. It has a good heft to it. There's just a holder and cushion sort of thing, and then there's this kind of huge manual over here. Here it just says in international warranty and stuff, and here's your refill instructions etc. So how to fill, and pretty good. They have given graphical images which is easy to understand, and that's it for the packaging. So let's keep this aside and then have a look at the pen itself. So this is the pen. This is the Parker Aster in the matte red color, and this is the GT variant, that means gold trim. So you can see all your gold over here, and I have heard that it is actually 21 carat or 23 carat gold plated, so I don't know if it's real. And even the section is made of metal. I mean, yeah, the whole pen is made up of metal, and this is gold plated. And yeah, the pen doesn't come with any cartridge, but it comes with this standard Parker converter, so that's good. You can fill whichever ink you want in this, and also you can add your Parker cartridges, either short or long. But why would you want to add a short Parker cartridge, as there's the long barrel, so you can easily fit a long cartridge. So looks wise, this pen feels pretty good. There's your golden funnel over here, it's kind of flat, and here too. And then the middle bar and the middle thing over here says Parker, and it has the Parker logo and the standard but good looking Parker arrow clip. It's a bit different than a normal Parker pen. So this is your normal standard Parker pen clip, whereas this one looks a bit more classic, I should say. So pretty good. Now let's fill in ink and check. And the section is it has some texture, but it's not that pronounced, and you won't be able to feel that. So if you have sweaty hands, it may slip out of your hands. So let's fill in the ink. So for today's testing, I'm going to use the Penhouse.in rose color ink. So let's begin. Yeah, this much ink should be pretty enough. I'll just wipe the excess ink over here so that it doesn't spoil the table or anything. I'll just put in the cartridge. Yep. So yes, I have filled the pen with ink. Let's just screw in the barrel, and then the pen, and I'll keep it upright for a few minutes. I mean in the reverse direction, not upright, so that the ink travels its way through the feed. And then once I'll get this starting, let's meet back again. So I'm back with the pen over here, and it's working now. I mean, it's writing. And then we have our plasmid spiral notebook over here with 75 GSM pages. So let's begin with our testing. So the pen over here is Parker Aster, and the ink over here is Pen House Rose. So it's basically in pink color ink, seems pretty vibrant, and the pen feels good. So let's have the writing samples. So to quick brown box. Yeah, the writing feels pretty good. So now let's check out fast writing. Yeah, writes pretty well. There's no issue with the ink flow. The feed's pretty good. It's keeping the ink flow smooth. So even while fast writing, you will not have any issue. Let's try reverse writing. This nibs and most of the Parker nibs aren't made for reverse writing, but let's check that out. So yes, it feels rough. Obviously, as this pen is not made for reverse writing, so that's there, but still let's check it. So yes, the ink flow is not consistent, and that's for sure because your reverse writing and this nib isn't made for reverse writing. But this pen feels pretty good, I should say. Let's just have the ink flow test. Pretty smooth, and there's no issue with the ink flow, as I said before during the fast writing test. So yes, as this is a medium nib, it is not that slim writing, and it's a bit bold writing, and I like that. And then also it's not that dry, which I actually prefer. It's pretty wet, and also the ink is pretty good. So yes, now let's talk about the things which I like about it and the things which I don't like about it. So let's keep this book aside, and let's first talk about the things which I like about it. The first thing, it feels pretty good. It's on a bit hefty side, and I like heavy pens, as you would have noticed in one of my old Jinao fountain pen videos and also other videos. So the matte red feels good, and I have been using it for quite some time, and also there are not much of scratches, as you can see over here. So the finish is pretty good and resistant to scratches. Also the gold feels good, it doesn't have any scratches. The writing experience is really good, and at this price point the pen compares to Pilot Metropolitan and I should say the Platinum Pleasure, which Platinum Pleasure basically has the same feed from Platinum Preppy. So the nibs quite comparable to an broad Japanese nib, like a broad Pilot Metropolitan nib. So the writing experience is pretty good, and by default it comes with a converter, so you don't have to buy any other converter or anything else. You can just use it with any ink. Also the grip is pretty decently sized, the feeder section over here, and I am easily able to grip it without any issues. And now let's come to the things which I I mean, I like everything of this has. I don't have any particular issues, but the things which some people may not like. So the first thing over here is again the section which is not that grooved or like has any rubber grip. So the people who have wet hands, the pen might slip during long riding sessions. And also the pen doesn't come with any cartridge. So if you are the guy who wants the maximum amount of ink capacity and you do long writing sessions and then you won't be getting a cartridge, you need to buy a cartridge separately. But that's not a huge deal. Parker cartridges are pretty popular and you can get them pretty easily. So that's not a huge deal for me. Also, the converter doesn't hold a whole lot of ink as it doesn't use any sort of rotation or spring thing. So the plunger itself occupies quite a bit of space and then it doesn't store a whole lot of ink in here. So the people who are doing long riding sessions, I would recommend to get a cartridge. Also the nib for some people might be a bit thick, might be on a bit thicker side or the wetter side, but for me it's fine. And you cannot get other nib sizes if you wanted so that might be a downside, but other than that this pen's pretty good. I like it and it has been my daily use for quite some amount of time. So the pen feels pretty good and you can surely buy it. And now when it comes to the pricing, the MRP of this pen is around rupees 1350, but you can pretty easily get it for around 1150 on Amazon. I will drop a link in the description section below. And also this ink is pretty good. I didn't have any flow problems with this ink. This ink is from penhouse.in. They make their own inks. So this is the Lila Rose color over here and this ink is pretty good for its price. This ink is 100 ml and you get it for 60 or 70 rupees. So 60-70 rupees for an 100 ml ink bottle, pretty good. I'll drop the link for this ink also in the description section below so you can check it out. And if you like this video, subscribe to this channel and also don't forget to like this video and give it a thumbs up. So that's it for this video and then let's meet in another one.